Hey there everybody, I am Scott Stanton, the original Tombstone tourist, and if you ever find yourself on a road trip from hell through the center of Pennsylvania and you need to get out after 5 hours and stretch your legs, then you should come to Fairview Cemetery in Penn Argyl, Pennsylvania for the final resting place of iconic actress Jayne Mansfield. Yes, the one and only. In fact, you might remember her for her generous proportions and her gravity-defying figure, but I always remembered her from this picture. And this is Sophia Loren giving her side eye at that famous dinner at Romanoff's. Now, I could go on and on about her biographical background and all that, but you know what? Let's just cut right to the chase. Let's talk about that horrible accident where the car that she was traveling in as she was traveling to New Orleans went under the truck, and the 3 adults perished in the front and the 3 children in the back survived. Rumor, she was decapitated. Not true. She suffered extensive cranial damage, but the rumor, and this is what I've read on the internet, they say that was from a photograph of her wig that was thrown free from the car in the accident. That's what started the rumor. Not true at all. Number 2, that her body's buried here and her head is buried in Hollywood. Okay, not even close. That's false. That's a cenotaph in Hollywood. This is the real burial spot of Ms. Jayne Mansfield. Rumor number 2. Now, actually, let's stop with the rumors. Let's talk about the 3 kids. The 3 children in the back seat survived. We all know Mariska is with Law and Order SVU, and did you know she makes $540,000 an episode, and she's worth over $100 million after 20 years of playing that character? I must be doing something wrong. Anyway, Mickey Hargitay, her brother, is also an actor in Hollywood, but he owns Mickey Hargitay's Plant Store in Hollywood, an iconic little storefront that's been there forever. You should check it out. And her other sister's doing just great. So all the kids are alive, even to this day in 2022. What about the car? Okay. My friend, Scott Miklós of Dearly Departed Tours and findadeath.com, and you have to visit it because he's got a great website about Jayne Mansfield. He owns the car, and he used to have a museum. It's in storage, but he's going to reopen the museum. So you need to follow Scott Miklós and all his great videos and stories. He's fantastic. Now, if you'd ever been to Hollywood in the 50s, 60s, 70s, I think even as late as the 80s, her Pink Palace was on Sunset Boulevard. And the Pink Palace was originally owned by Rudy Valley, but it wasn't pink. It's a 25-room mansion with 11 bathrooms and a swimming pool. And Rudy Valley sold it, and Jayne Mansfield purchased it. She put up a wall, she painted it pink, she painted the whole house pink. The pool was redone in all pink tiles, and I love you, Janie, on the bottom of it. And it was an iconic structure. And then Ringo Starr, after her passing, Ringo Starr moved into it. And then Engelbert Humperdinck purchased it, lived in for a while. He sold it to developers, and it was bulldozed, I believed, about 20 years ago or so. Now, if you want to see pictures of it, both the interior and exterior, come to my website, thetombstonetourist.com, and I'll guarantee I'll have photos of that. Oh, sad thing. In addition to the adults, the dogs died. Probably didn't realize that, but nobody ever says that. That's terrible too. But the 3 kids were healthy. And Jayne Mansfield today, you're probably wondering, why is Marilyn such an iconic figure and Jayne Mansfield is like an also-ran? Well, the problem is Jayne Mansfield, pardon the pun, was overexposed. In her last year or 2 years of life, she was averaging 2,000 to 2,500 photographs, ads. She was in the trades, she was in the gossip column, and her movies didn't really sell because the public was tired of her. Marilyn, on the other side, did not like the photographers. She liked her privacy, so when she came out with the movie starring, opposite some of the greats like Tony Curtis and Clark Gable, you know, Marilyn went on to be Marilyn. And Jayne, unfortunately, always is a second ran. But we love you, Jayne. We are so sorry what happened to you. I am Scott Stanton, the Tombstone tourist. And if you want to see her final resting place, come to my website. Or if you come right in the front gate here, count 8 stones, walk into the center, look for the giant marble heart, and you will find the final resting place of Jayne Mansfield. Thank you very much. I'm Scott Stanton. Have a great day.